So guys, welcome to the weekly forecast and analysis on USDJPY, GBPJPY, and Gold this week. So guys, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking on USDJPY this week. Let me switch to a daily time frame, and we see the bigger picture of this movement. Let me go to the daily time frame. When you come to daily time frame like this, and you plot a trend line, we can identify that the USDJPY is still having a very bullish pressure because it is breaking the series of higher highs, not higher lows. Structurally, it tells us that the market is still going up. It's still very bullish. That's one thing. And when we see it critically, we'll be able to notice that the market is playing between this recent high and this recent low. What does it tell us? It tells us that when we are to make an addition at this point within this week, then probably we should be expecting more of buy on USDJPY than sell. Though we will be having also such sales, but we should be expecting more of buys. And I do not expect anyone, or I do not advise anyone to take a buy from this point, even if you're expecting more of buys, because this level is sitting at a very strong level of resistance. When you stretch it far back in time, we realize that it is a very strong level of resistance. So I don't expect someone to buy from this point or to sell from this point. Instead, I would advise you to first to check on what the price is doing on 4-hour time frame. That will really make us have a good decision to take there. When it comes to our 4-hour time frame and I plot our trend line, we realize that there's also another minor trend line which is being created within the main trend line that it drew in our daily time frame. So what are we focusing at this point? We are focusing on what the price is exactly doing. And the reason why I was telling you that you should not risk to buy at this point because it is sitting in a very strong level of resistance. There are so many reasons why we expect the price first to come down before it continues to the down to the upside. First of all, we know that the market moves in waves. It keeps leaving the point of a station behind whenever it is going. Like when you come to this point, we will see that there is another point that we are expecting the price to first come and retest before it continues upside. And I'm expecting the price to do something like this. First to come here and straight around this point and move to the upside. Or if it refuses to give us a setup from this point, then we expect another point here to be touched and respected before it goes up. Which means if we don't see a setup being given to us from this point, we can as well wait for this market to come at this point and it gives us a setup and continues to the upside. So, guys, this is what I'm saying briefly on USDJPY. Let us dive and first check what's happening on GBPJPY this week. So, on GBPJPY, we are also expecting more buy this week than sell. And when we come to our daily time frame as well, we follow the same concept that we used in analyzing the first one. So we plot our trend line to identify the trend, exactly where the market is heading to. So the market is currently heading upside, and it is also breaking the series of highs and not lows. Because when you come here, we'll see that the market is breaking, mean the market has broken this high, 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 and currently the market is resting at this point of resistance. So what are we going to see? We first have to identify exactly where our market is playing from. The market is playing between these two major reasons, these two major strong support level and this newly created high, which stands to be our resistance level. So when it comes down to our 4 hour time frame, to see exactly what we have to do and make a decision on what next or the step that we have to take, we will have to plot us another trend line from this point to help us identify exactly the point we are and where we're heading and exactly what we are supposed to do. When it comes to our 4 hour like this, then we will be able to identify another support zone somewhere here. I didn't make it a little bigger so that we can be able to see it properly what is happening there. So when you come here, we'll, we will identify another support level around there and also another support level. You should always look at, you should always focus at what you think the price can come back for, other than just looking at what the price might be doing to the normal trend which is going. Because the market does not go forever. It goes in waves, it breaks highs and comes to retrace. It moves in impulsive direction, corrective, impulsive, corrective. And right now, the reason as why I'm saying the market might first come down because it is at this corrective movement. We are expecting the market to first correct like this. So it may as well follow this kind of channel as a corrective movement like this up to this point before it shoots up. So you should be looking at exactly what the price is giving you down because the market always comes down if it is taking upside direction. And if it is taking a downside direction, the market will always go up to correct and clear liquidities behind before it resumes the normal trend. So what I'm expecting the price to do at on GBPJPY this week is something of that kind. So we should first stay patient and wait for price to first finish this corrective movement. It is always peaceful to take the, the decision at the corrective movement, I mean at the end of the correction. Because if you jump in front of the train that you want to catch this movement to this upside direction, automatically there's higher chance that you will lose that setup or you will lose that money at that point. So I rather advise you to, instead of jumping in front of the trend, to first wait the price to correct a little more. If it corrects to around this point and gives you a setup, it is well and good. You can buy to the upside direction. But if it doesn't give you a setup from this point, is rather wait for it to first finish its correction from this point coming here. It should first correct up to this point and it resumes this normal trend. That's when it gathers more pressure to break the solid rock that you're seeing as the point of resistance up here. So I always advise you that wait for price to first finish the correction and take the decision at the end of the correction, not in the middle of the correction. So let me first dive to gold and finally we call it a day. What we see what the gold is giving us. In the same way, when you come to our daily time frame, the market is also aiding to the upside direction. The gold is still very, very, very bullish. The gold is very, very bullish, and we're expecting as well a lot of buys than sell. Because when you come to a daily time frame like this, what are we looking at? We always look at the point of support and the point of resistance. The point of support and the point of resistance. This is our point of support that the goal has been creating. So what are you doing at this point? When you switch to your 4 hour time frame, you do not really expect the goal to easily continue with all this bullish momentum it is doing before it corrects. As I told you before, that the market moves in waves. There is always impulsive movement like this kind, and there is correction. I mean, there's always impulsive movement like of this kind and correction. Impulsive move and correction. So what we're expecting at this point is that we don't really want to lose money in trying to continue with the buying from this point. If it is going to buy, it's okay. To avoid losing money, don't buy gold at this point, because at this point there's higher probability that the market might retrace and correct before it continues to the upside direction. However much it is giving us a bullish pressure like what, we should not be tempted to buy gold from this point. Though we know it is going to continue with the buy, we should not buy gold at this point. The reason being, the market has been in a very bullish pressure, a lot of buying pressure that has really pushed the market really very straight to the upside. And we do not expect the price to continue moving like that forever. It has to calm down and first correct, because there are a lot of imbalances that it is leaving. So instead, what we are expecting a price, sorry, in the first. So what we're expecting the price, since the price is playing between this recent high and this low that has been created, we expect the price to first come down and give us a setup before it continues upside. So this is exactly what I'm trying to focus uh, on gold. Like for me, I'm not going to take a buy at this point. Though I know the market is still going to buy, but I don't risk to buy at this point. Instead, I will wait for it to first correct up to this point and continues with the buy that we are all seeing. So once again, if you're not yet part of this community and you don't want to miss this kind of ultimate analysis that we always drop here, and other educational videos that we always drop in this channel, talking about price action and the psychological aspect of trading, please subscribe to this channel, and you also hit the like button so that you don't really miss whatever we post in this channel. And also remember to turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss out other important educational videos that we are dropping here always in this channel. So guys, that is all what I'm saying. And in USDJPY, GBPJPY, and gold for this week. So if you're not yet part of our community, you subscribe to this channel, because we always drop educational videos. Apart from analysis of this kind, we also drop other educational videos that really teaches you on how to trade forex profitably, and also how to manage your psychology whenever you're trading in the forex market. So if you're not yet part of this community, please subscribe to this channel and also hit the like button, and remember also to turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss out other educational videos that I drop in this channel all the time. So stay tuned for the next video that is dropping soon. Wish you well, wish you a profitable week. Thank you.